this case would get to him sooner or later.
Frank? If you like dancing dolls, I have several boxes at home in the attic.
Not like this one.
What's so special about this one?
I think this is what those Russians were after.
A doll? Come on, Frank.
I'm not talking about dolls, Joe. I'm talking about holograms.
Holly who?
Holograms. Use light to project a three-dimensional image.
Light and lasers. With a good laser hologram, you can walk completely around it, and you'd swear it was a genuine article.
I get it, like the 3D glasses they give you at the movies.
You won't need glasses when they learn to project movies with a holographic system.
No, but you will need a special camera to photograph one. Here, look at these.
It's a fog film. What about it?
Look again, you'll see your flying saucer.
I don't see anything.
It's just a lot of spots. The film's still fogged, Frank.
We're the ones who are foggy. Does that look familiar?
Illustration of a film negative reaction to a hologram image.
That's exactly what Joe's film shows.
You mean to tell me that flying saucer you saw was a hologram?
It was moving. It was coming right at us.
In 3 dimensions, with no visible laser projection. Think about it, Joe. The military potential's enormous.
Well, if they could create a saucer, they could create a tank.
Or 1,000 tanks, men, planes, whatever, once they perfect the system.
Now the question is, who's they?
We can eliminate the Russians. They wouldn't be working here.
Project K?
We'll find out the answer to that when we find out who's using that old house as a laboratory.
You mean the rooms and the wolves and the flying saucer, none of it was real?
The old man, he was real.
Easy. Now all you two have to do is prove it.
No. Now all we 3 have to do is prove it. Dad, wake up.
What? What is it?
We've got it.
You got what?
Holographs.
Hello. Hello.
No, not hello. Holograms. 3-dimensional images.
Holograms. 3-dimensional images. What?
He's waking up.
I'm awake. What is it?
There's only one thing that can explain the kind of images that we've seen. It's something so real that it makes you duck. It makes you gasp. It's that scary.
And that is what?
A hologram.
I don't think that science has developed to that point yet.
But what if it is? We're talking about laboratories. We're talking about the frontier. We're talking the threshold of science. Our best scientists.
Desmond.
Right.
And if it has developed to that point, what a tremendous weapon in the hands of an enemy. That could be why Desmond defected. If he defected.
Dad, why would they fire you at Alpha Tech?
You know why.
But if we tripped across what Project K was all about, why fire you?
I see what you mean. At that point, all they'd have to do is call me in and say, okay, so you know what we're working on. The last thing they'd do is let me get away.
Right. But for some reason, they wanted to put up a smoke screen. Hire you to find somebody as a front, to pacify somebody else. But the minute you started to really catch on, they dumped you.
What you're saying is that someone who's on the inside at Alpha Tech is involved in the professor's disappearance.
It's the only thing that makes any sense.
Dad, if I may suggest, go to Alpha Tech. Confront them with the facts.
No, I think I'll find the answer in Washington. If I go to Alpha Tech, whoever's on the inside there will prevent them from listening to me. I'll go to the Pentagon. I'll tell them I know what Project K is about, and I'll watch their reaction.
And you know, if we're right, there's one other possibility that occurs to me.
What's that?
If someone inside Alpha Tech is a traitor, then Professor Desmond, with his discovery, could be in a great deal of danger wherever he is.
Unless he is involved in the conspiracy.
Well, when are you going to go to Washington?
Right away. Hand me the phone, Callie. While I'm gone, you boys stay out of trouble, huh?
Well, I guess I'll better go home.
Bye, Callie.
Bye-bye. Bye. See you tomorrow, guys.
Good night, Kelly.
Hello, this is Ben Carter, guys. Reservation for the next flight to Washington, D.C.
What are we gonna do while Dad's in Washington?
You heard him. We wait.
We wait.
Well, whatever gets me there fastest.
I suppose there are a few loose ends that we could look into. For instance, who owns the house with all the funny accessories?
Hall of Records.
Right.
Number 6. Last volume of the Corporate Registry.
Oh, Callie, you're the greatest.
Are you aware of the fee for this kind of title search?
Put it on our bill.
Let's see. 3 blind holding companies, Beauregard Investment, all the way to,
Mason Equity?
Mason Equity.
You know, someone went to a lot of trouble to cover their ownership of that old house. Mason Equity. Wayne Ziegler, Chief Executive Officer.
Ziegler, who else?
Eric Bauer, Steve Barham,
Barham.
Marcia Desmond Collins.
What's that last name?
Collins.
Desmond. Marcia Desmond Collins.
Yeah, Desmond. Same name as the missing professor. Might be a close relative.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, it's just a girl that works at Alpha Tech.
Cute girl.